Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beach Crypto, where we sleep through our alarms. I don't know if I did that. I just know that I didn't hear mine. It said it went off, but I didn't hear it. I don't know if I slept through it or if it just didn't go off. Honestly, I don't know. Guys, Bitcoin had a major dump, as you all know, and it is trying to recover currently, seeing some resistance back at last week's midpoint and the previous month midpoint. So we're seeing some resistance there. But we are, this is on the 5. Let's go ahead and zoom out a lot. Let's go to the daily. Let's see what we're looking at here. Good morning, Blackie Chan. That light had you glowing in the dark for a second. Yeah, man. I was like, it's not where it was yesterday. It's not where it was yesterday. Anyway. So, what could we have seen this dump coming? Absolutely. I really wish I was paying attention. Good morning, Tony Soprano. Because it was we had the warning signs everywhere. But things happen. We got Blood Diamond on the daily, okay? Then we have Blood Diamond on the 12-hour. Then we had Blood Diamond over here on the 8, but then we have on the 6 3 Blood Diamonds right here. Then on the 4-hour, Blood Diamond, 2-hour, Blood Diamond, 1 hour, Blood Diamond, 30-minute, Blood Diamond, right? I mean, these 15-minute littered with Blood Diamonds, right? And it's just like, why did I not see it? But it happens. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Right now, we've broken above the 200 EMA on the 15-minute, rebounding, testing the Monday high. Well, today, we're already at the Monday high, so this one hasn't been set in stone. But the previous week midpoint and the previous month midpoint looks like it's coming down. Maybe get down to the 50 EMA on the 15-minute. 15 EMA is crossing above the 200, so that is a good sign. And we are above all of the EMAs now on the 15-minute, so that's not insignificant. Looking to hopefully get another pop-up after we come down here and maybe test the current Monday midpoint or the weekly open. We like to do that. So we had a pullback and now a push up to start the week. So let's just hope that we come down, find some support, and then continue higher. Red X just popped up, so we'll have to see. I started predicting that dump when we broke the symmetrical triangle on the 8th, and it was calling for 62 something. I can't read it. 62K. I was prepared to buy with some dry powder. Good for you, Black Chan, Mr. Jokes. You got jokes. I'm just kidding. Good on you, bro. Good on you. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't see it. Let's get something straight. I was seeing, let's go to the 4-hour. I was concerned when we broke this trend to the upside. When we broke this trend, let's get rid of the magnet. Right here, I was concerned because it was just an obvious, like, okay, well, that's not good. Right? Now, in crypto, I say it often, we get the initial dump, and I was just thinking, I was like, there's always one more dump. There's always one more dump. And sure enough, there was one more dump. And we got that over the weekend to some fake news. I mean, it wasn't fake news, but you know what I mean. So right now on the 4-hour, we are back testing the 200 EMA bearishly back testing the 200 EMA. So would like to see us get above that today, right? And then come down, maybe test it for support, and then continue higher. We'll have to wait and see if that is what we get. But we have our momentum pushing to the upside a little bit, and we are green on our money flow, and our VWAP is above the zero line. However, it is still running. It's running a little high, along with the stochastics running a little high. So nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. Need to see some more proof in the pudding, but right now it is kind of looking like a V-shaped recovery might be in play. And if we do get that, then new all-time highs this week, probably. New all-time highs this week. I said it. New all-time highs this week, and by the halving. Maybe. I could definitely see us shooting up and destroying shorts right now. Good morning. Good morning, Andy Lee. No one liked my call. Investing Bros even said that 62K wasn't likely when I said it. Now they're calling for a double bottom. Yeah, I don't like to. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you know, a lot of people can say a lot of things. There's one that I saw yesterday that, or there's a few now. Now that we've had this dump, I'm seeing a lot of people predicting lower, and I'm just like, you didn't even see this dump, and now you're saying it's going to go lower? Okay, bud. It could go lower, as we have not tapped the previous monthly low or the previous quarter midpoint and current year midpoint. So we have not come back down to back test that. It is not necessary at the moment, but however, this does play into my primary thesis that we are going to come back down and sweep the lows. But it may not be necessary to do so. Let's go. Let's check out the coin glass, see what we're working with here. Funding is negative. Shorts are paying to stay open. It's kind of crazy right now. I did not think we would see a negative funding rate for a while, but we saw it. Came in. Open interest is still flat, guys. It's kind of flat sitting down here. Even as we're climbing, it's still flat, which is good. That's what we want to see. Means that it is more likely than not that we have spot bids coming into play. And then if I bring over the Coinalyze, we can see that our aggregated volume spot global. So this is going to be all of these Binance, Bitfinex, Bitstamp, Bybit, Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, and Poloniex. I think that's a pretty good enough sample size. All of them showing that these spot buys have just really been in control for the most part. Big spot buys on the big capitulation, of course, candles. That's just how it goes, right? Big spot buys there. Aggregated funding rate is in the negative, but kind of creating a little bit of a head and shoulders in here. I don't know if you can see that. I think if we come back down, Blackie Chan says, we just stay on that support line. Might see wicks below it, but there's so much buy pressure in the low 60s. Yes. Yeah, my primary case was 59K, or just below. Nothing much lower than that. Maybe a wick lower, but I don't see anything lower than that coming our way. BTC's just flagging, says Tony Soprano, and also posted in a Discord this beautiful chart. It's in a channel. I want to see us break out of that channel. That would be nice. Okay, what is this guy saying? Blackie Chan showing support. I would say that's support, and a very bright chart. Hey, I missed. Can you do a quick recap of Elliott waves? I don't really have time for that. I'm sorry. This is actually going to be a pretty quick stream because I woke up late. I just didn't hear my alarm at all. I didn't even hear my wife's alarm. I just woke up to her getting out of the bed, and I was like, wait, why are you getting out of the bed? I get out of the bed first. So, I don't know. So, yeah, today, let's get above 60. Let's get above 60. What is this? 66.8. 66.8. Let's get above 66.8. Let's get above 68. How about that? Let's get above 68,000. Sorry for the white charts. It's all good. I don't mind white charts, actually. Maybe this early in the morning, but yeah. I was doing some Elliott waves last night or yesterday. Zoomed out a little bit and noticed some interesting things. So first of all, I have an Elliott wave chart now, which is basically just I made all the candles white so that I could just scrunch them together. Okay. 4 hour. So I could just scrunch them together and we could see just the kind of the structure of everything, right? So right now I am thinking that this is our primary third that we are in the middle of and we have not yet completed. This being, get rid of this magnet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me zoom out even more, I guess. Jeez. 3, 4, and 5. 5 being our blow off top. 4 being our deepest, biggest correction of 30 to 40%. You know, something like that. And then our final fifth wave blow off top. And just don't even look at prices. This is just for, you know, visuals only. So everybody thinks that this is the big one. I don't think it is the big one because we haven't really pushed into new all-time highs yet. I think we are just inside of this third wave to the upside. And I am ready to see some more impulsive moves like this. Okay. I'm ready to see some more impulsive moves like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This actually might be 3, 4, and 5. Then an A, B, C correction in there. Then an A, B, C. See, this is why I wanted this low to get taken out, because then that would complete an A, B, and C. However, a flat correction can come up short of the lows, so it doesn't necessarily have to come down to the lows. But I am keeping that on the radar, the fact that we have not yet taken out those lows. So it's kind of annoying. But then I would expect another 5 waves to the upside. So another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete wave 3. And then we have the big pullback. And then we have our blow off top sometime a little later this year. Just depending on how long it takes for wave 4 to wrap up. Wave 4 is going to be our deepest correction. Meanwhile, whereas our our moves to the upside, our corrections on our moves to the upside are going to be shallow and more sideways than our big corrections on our macro look. Okay. Especially on the fourth wave. The fourth wave is always like the deepest correction. Right here, this is the fifth wave. of this entire move to the upside. Did I say fifth or fourth? 1, 2. This is actually the primary. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. And in that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. ABC, little bit of extended ABC because, we had some bankruptcies. But to me, this has always been just a drawn out wave 4. Since wave 4 did not cross into the territory of wave 1, it is still legitimate, and we are still part of the same cycle. Believe it or not, I believe we are still part of the same cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 waves to the upside. So, and this is just one big giant fifth wave. And we are currently working on the third of the fifth wave. Waves inside of waves inside of waves. ETH BTC broke out. Let's take a look. So yeah, that's just my general thoughts on Elliott waves. Maybe I will do something a little more in depth in the future. Broke down, got a nice break of structure here. Break of structure, however, is pushing back to the upside. Let's go to the chart where we have some color. There we go. Boop. All right. All right, so we've broken that nice little V-shaped recovery for ETH BTC, getting some resistance at the 0.236. Let's see where I've got this marked off so we can see it better. There we go. All right. So, what do I say? Equal highs and equal lows love to be taken out. These are pretty equal highs. These are definitely equal highs right here. Now, this is the ETH BTC chart, but it's still a chart. Chart is a chart. Could start seeing ETH pick up a little bit, start gaining a little bit against Bitcoin. Still have a lot of time, of course. This is on the weekly chart. Go back down to the 4-hour. We are breaking that downtrending level of resistance, or have broken it and closed above it. But now we need to get above first the 0.236, and then we need to start taking out these highs if we are in the camp of wanting ETH to really get moving here, which could happen. Let's go over to our trading home. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is broken out and is currently in backtest mode. We'll see what it does. We'll see if it'll hold. And Bitcoin really starts ramping up this week and just blasts off a little bit. I would still be cautious because of the possibility of us returning back to the lows since we have not taken them out. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned about. That doesn't mean we have to. Doesn't mean we have to come and take it out. But we did create these equal lows, unfortunately, on that dump. So, to me, it's just we're coming up. Maybe we come up and set a new high, and then we come down, and then we keep going. Okay, just a little example. This is exactly what we did right here. So I can just show you right quick. It's exactly what we did right here, where we were chopping about, came out of the range, deviated out above, and then deviated down below real quick, and then continue the up move, right? That is what I'm thinking about over here, thinking close to the same. Get a little deviation above the highs, then get a deviation straight back down below the lows, and then we can continue higher. So essentially the same thing, almost the same thing as this right here. It's not 1-to-1, but pretty similar. But if I do take a bars pattern and I draw this across, then I can kind of see what it is I'm looking for. There it is, right? This would put the high. Of course, I'm not going to, this is just silly. I'm not even going to give you the time that it says, because it is irrelevant. It's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. Now let's do our little V-shaped recovery with the run up to the highs. Take out the highs. Maybe even go to 86K. Could you believe that? And then what? How big of a correction would this be? A 33% correction? Maybe. I mean, it is possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is possible. And then this, you know how it goes. But that would it just makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have to be as whipsawy as this. We don't have to go all the way up to $85,000. We can come up short and then just have another 20 to 25% correction. Still not too massive of a correction for Bitcoin and crypto in a bull market. You still think we see mid 50s? I mean, sure. It's definitely on the table. Definitely on the table. So we do have a value area low of this run up here. Value area low sits at 56.9. So definitely could see that with a big spike down here at about 52K. Interesting enough about the 52K is that we do, where's my coin glass? Is this, all right. I'm pretty sure there's a good bit of liquidity down there. Liquidation heat map. Take your time. I have no minutes left. I really need to go now, actually. Hold on 1 sec. Let's do a zoom out 3 months. What's up, Beaches? What's up, Mark Dutch? 86K on April 26th. Yeah. Yeah, all this down here. But to me, this could also mean support. So, I don't know that we're going to go down here. But I think we are closer to taking out the highs than we are to coming back down, taking out lows here. I don't know. But if we were to lose 58, we would probably go all the way down to 52 for a quick dip. But I do have to go, unfortunately. Good morning, all set. I gotta go get ready for work. Anyways, hope you guys have a radical day. I love you all. Ride the waves. Peace out.